What's going on, family? I'm all discombobulated. I'm trying out this new microphone right now. Uh, yeah, excuse me. We got the hood hookup. What's going on, world? It's Friday, man. If it ain't messy, it ain't me. It's old Jimmy, man. Freaky Friday. Um, if you're not a freaky person, then I guess it doesn't. You know. Topic at hand. Episode 4.5. I think I'm going off script. It's Friday, and I'm outside of the situation, but we're gonna make it do what it do. Um, I was talking about, excuse me, correct Excels last, and building a correct Excel, and at one point we were talking about flaws and things of that nature that may impart goddamn flaws that may flaws that make building any dog challenging, but more especially the XL American Bully. It definitely brings some challenges. Now, again, I'm on my soapbox because again, my transparency um comes from my truth, my transparency at the end of the day, and I try to be as transparent as possible. Um, that's just me. Like I said, once I get something, once I get the sandwich, I got to pick it apart. If that motherfucker don't look just like the goddamn sign outside of Burger King or McDonald's or Hardee's, wherever the fuck I'm at the end of the day, the shit might have tasted good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, why my shit don't look like this, and why am I? And that's not a bad thing. That's a progressive thing. You know what I mean? That's just like this world and this politics. At the end of the day, if we're not going to be a progressive group of people, we're not going to be able to push the envelope and move forward um, on certain things. And of course, right now, our main focus is the Excel. At least my soapbox is on the Excel. What you see behind me is the banner for uh, my club I started, Southeast Kennel Club. We started be I guess our year anniversary coming up in a couple of days, officially as far as being commissioned. Um, and that was put together with a band of brothers to basically bring more positive spotlight on the American bully breed. Aside my breakdown of analytics, I'm in here in the trenches with y'all. I'm in the mud with y'all. So aside that, I'm here. So anything I say that sounds like it's discriminatory, I'm not. Only thing I would discriminate on is bad tactics and things like that, bad business and breedings that you probably could have saved yourself and other people some time and money on. You know what I mean? Other than that, I'm not discriminating on the bully breed or the XL breed class. I'm never discriminating, but I will. I can't think out, but I will scrutinize. I hope that's the right word and where I'm trying. I will scrutinize some shit, and that's just where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? As the time goes by, as the years go, as the months go by, fuck. You know what I mean? And again, I will say again, what I speak of is from a competitive nature, a competitive spirit. What I speak of and how I speak, because again, if you don't address where you're lacking at in your form of competition, if you're not reviewing the tapes constantly, if you're not going back and you know what I mean, checking in on shit, you gonna fucking keep losing. Or when you do win, it's gonna be a potluck chance. That's just I don't give a fuck who you are. That's just the nature of the beast. You know what I'm saying? That's the nature. That's the nature of the beast. And right now in this era, right now where we at, what's going on, Q man? Y'all forgive me if I got a delay. And see what's going on, Sean. Hard to see checking in. Quindell Phillips, IQ Stacker, do it with passion. What's up, baby? What's going on, Trey? Law Dog Kennels, man. It's the law. ATL. You ain't ready. You trying to pull up on the kid, man? Come on, man. Come on, hey man. I need some new blood. I need some new bitches, man. Drop one off, man. Let me go ahead and show it off for you, man. Let me go ahead and put up on the box, man. Let's do what I do, man. Let's get in that ring and make it happen, man. Jim, at the end of the day, is making a fucking declaration, a decree on a motherfucking bully game. You know what I'm saying? A declaration. I'm not stopping till I myself show 2 grand champs. And not just show, I want to be able to produce that grand champs. And at the end of the day, so I'm not going to even sit here and curtail it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I want to be able to produce that dog. But at the end of the day, a dog in my program, whether I produced it or not, if that motherfucker is what it needs to be, guess what Jim is going to do? I'm going to make it do what it do, baby. I'm going to make it do what it do. But again, the Southeast Kennel Club, the band of brothers that put on an awesome fucking event, our first event last year, our very first event, Central Virginia, for whatever. Remember the vibe and the energy that we brought to for the bully community. We had a good time. We had Spielberg out there. Dave Wilson and Joe Cooper, they popped up, man, showed love. All hands was on deck, and even though we had some shortcomings, outside looking in, man, the people were very pleased. They were very happy of what happened, and it warmed my heart, man. And it's been nothing but positive feedback. The only thing different that we will have that we didn't have last time, we're gonna make sure we have our parking attendants in place bright and motherfucking early. So no more, no y'all who slipped by the cracks last time. God damn it, it's a wrap. Q said he might be pulling up, man. Q said he might be pulling up. Q, I don't know if you're ready for the pig style pull up, man. I don't know if you're ready for it. You already know what it is. Pig style pull up. Old Gemma, pig style bullies. Skirt, skirt. You never know where we could be. Your front yard, your backyard, local meet and greet, or at one of the baddest shows in the nation. Tune in and get messy with your boy. Because if it ain't messy, it ain't me. And you know at Pig Style Bullies, it's messy. shit. Damn, my bad, family. I've been talking the whole motherfucking time. Good luck. See, I'm glad we paid attention. I'm sorry. I'm sauced up and I'm off my shit because I'm off my shit. Um, but yeah. So March 28th, that's gonna be the situation. And Sean, if you're watching, I got you in that situation too. I'm not at I don't have my other computer and my other pad set up right here to go ahead and run them tracks. But I got you, my brother. No worries. Talking to my man Sean from Hard to See Bullies, man. He sent us some fire music from one of his people, man. Like I said, we break bread. I know I'm jumping back and forth off subject, but it's Friday, so deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused, but just deal with a Gemini mind. But we show love, VA. We show love. I also got another platform I'm gonna put y'all on. I know she probably looking at me like, why the fuck he ain't holler at me when she the plug, one of the main plugs in VA for putting motherfuckers on. But as far as the hip hop game, don't you worry. In due time, we getting this platform right. We getting things organized. I'm gonna go ahead and turn y'all boys on. But trust and believe, if you ain't know, I'm the last '80s baby, Cap City kid, the Philly boy. I'm the best six man you ever had on your team. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the cut. Make shit happen. Anywho, yeah, that's coming up. What else we got? What else? Is that the right one? Excuse me. Right after that shit. Excuse me, family. B. Yeah. Then you got this coming up. As far as Virginia, and I skipped over one, and I didn't mean to, and I don't think I pulled up a situation, but give me 1 second. I think I did. I'm missing. Oh, there we go. But it's going down, family. VA got a lot of shit going on right now. There's no more fucking excuses. There is no more excuses, family. VA, North Carolina area. As far as this banner you see behind us right there, the Southeast Kennel Club. You see that? That's Virginia and North Carolina. As far as that, my team, we're running these lanes. We're running 85 to 95. We're running the lane. We coming up and down until we make our mark, and then we gonna branch out and out. We gotta get the grassroots, the home base. You understand what I'm saying? So we ended to motherfucking winning at the end of the day. But I got sidetracked. 4.5. Southeast Kennel Club throwing another show, a great badass show. We added a couple more breed classes. Or actually, we're going to have the breed classes that we were supposed to have the last time. We ended up minimizing it to 2 breed classes, and was still a phenomenal show. Great turnout, great energy. Like I said, we didn't even have a fucking kids bouncy house, but the location was so swagged out that the kids ended up having so much room in a fenced-in private area that the parents weren't concerned. They was playing football, tug of war, and everything else a kid could think of, with a pond and a lake and good clean skies and on a sunny day. So it was beautiful energy. With that being said, back to my point. How many fucking breeding tools do you have? Because when you come to these shows and you're organizing and you're at the level I am currently, and that's not a big level, I'm saying, I'll say for some of the slow people, the level of ascension. I've started here and now I'm coming up here. I'm not here, I'm here. But as I've been growing, as I've been progressing, as I've been having perpetual forward motion in the situation, I've noticed that, there's some things that I've been sharing with y'all over the years about things that I've analyzed out of my own yard. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fucking mystery. It's not me throwing a rock at anybody, but there's certain things from out of my foundation that I found that are healthy to goddamn, you know what I'm saying, for the long run, as far as in the show ring. Now, that's not going to distribute the caliber of the dog, the build of that dog, and the competency of the dog. The motherfucking dogs are phenomenal. But again, when I get to that nitpicking part, like I said, the dogs are still functional to do everything you want them to do. That's never an issue. Everything you see in my yard, that motherfucker will move up and down without stopping, hands down. You know what I'm saying? I won't get into. Anyway, they'll move. Trust me. There's no hesitation. But we're talking about when I scrutinize past that point of the apparel or the allure of the bully, of the bone and the chest and the head and the muzzle and all that shit, the fucking stifles and blah 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 blah. we get into the intricacies. You know what I'm saying? Because when you compete now, again, when you compete, you gotta look at the game differently. So right now, I'm definitely talking to a few people right now, looking at some things, and there was already a couple opportunities of some people that were said they want to bless me with some elite situations, who have trusted me with elite situations because they know I'm gonna show my ass off. Me and my daughter, we're gonna go out there, and my son, he coming up too. He trying to do the shit. We gonna show our ass off. You know what I'm saying? We have we're ready to fucking show our ass, and we've been skinned up enough in the ring, so I'm man enough to fucking say, I know I got some monsters in my yard. I know as far as production wise, I can produce my ass off, but far as me, it's like I'll say it like this: it's like me being a chef. You know what I'm saying? I made some good meals. I threw some good parties. I got great compliments. You know what I'm saying? But I'm back in the kitchen. I'm like, that shit was off a little bit. I'm back in the kitchen. I'm like, I could have did this better. I'm back in the kitchen. Was like, whew, I'm glad such and such was there, because if they would have came, they wouldn't have liked my goddamn rat tattoo. My shit would have been. It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have stood up with everybody else. But since I know such and such like, boom, 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 and they happen to be here on this day, unless I go down and really, and again, I learned that about the game. Unless you go down and find that favorite judge who really favored your dog and really talked to you after the show or after your round and was like, and you came back and that motherfucker was like, yeah, I'm picking that dog, and yeah, I'm picking that dog. You got to hunt that motherfucker down. You got to go see which judge it was that really, really, really liked your dog, and hunt that motherfucker down just to go ahead and show face and go ahead and take your trophies. Now, again, as far as the competitive spirit and not having the willingness to lose, yeah, you will accomplish a win. You will get your ribbons and your just dues. You'll get your champion title, but I guarantee you $1,000,000 motherfucking that bitch will not go to grand champ. I'll put it on it. If I lose, I lose. I don't mind losing. I definitely have the balls. I've shown I have the balls to go ahead and put my shit up though. Period. So you gotta analyze that as far as the longevity of your yard and your program from the competitive standpoint. How many dogs are you? I've been saying that because a lot of people say they go for that, one or two keepers, and I know scientifically there's no 10 out of 10. Damn, I still got my shit about. I apologize, family. There's no 10 out of 10 situation. There's no 10 out of 10 situation. There's another one in North Carolina right there coming up, hosted by Anthony Gray, February 15th. That's coming up, next week, 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I got one more to show y'all. But you can breed this out. You can breed that out. You can do this. You can do that. How much shit we gotta breed out? How many times we gotta breed some shit out? And in doing that, again, that comes, and you know what? That terminology to me, again, from my own analytics of the game, that comes from some foundational talk. If we still breeding shit out and breeding shit out, we still down here. We're not up here. You can't bring a whole nother outcross instead of this and breed this out and breed this out and breed this out and then add that shit to the dog just to say, hey, I created such and such. To me, scientifically, time, money, as far as accumulating dogs and having to, rehome them and place them if they're not, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot, bro. Brothers and sisters, that's a lot. To me, that's a fucking lot. And for as many dogs as I've had and have, that's a fucking lot. You know what I mean? So again, I put out a brief form today, earlier, and was talking about, the breeding program. I mean, how many breeding tools do you have? Everybody like, oh, that bitch, she got this wrong and he got that wrong, but they're a good breeding tool. Are they? And again, I won't ever say I'm perfect in this situation or you know what I mean, Mr. Flawless. But again, I'm only speaking to you outwardly what I think inwardly about my own self first. So again, Before anybody think I'm talking about them, I always talk about, if nothing else, if you ain't never known me or got to know me, get to know me right motherfucking now. I'm always talking about me first. I have a golden rule about my life and my existence on this motherfucking planet. No one will ever embarrass me but me. I'll embarrass me first before I ever let you embarrass me. That's just my law since I could fucking remember. So again, I always put myself on front line first to show the people what it is. I'm real. I'm not impenetrable. Whatever joke I give or whatever, you know what I'm saying, whoever I'm ragging on, whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, this the real talk. I'm talking about me first. There's some shit I got going on. I'm not masking it. I see different things. I discuss different things with my customers. I just discuss different things. Some people don't say certain shit I say about the XLs. They're like, why would you say it? Bitch, I told my man about certain things about hips and all kinds of different things about bigger dogs and all that. He was like, damn, that was good to know. And this was after he purchased the dog. So that says two things. That's my homie. That's my battle buddy, my dude. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that says, you know what I mean, two different things. Like, okay, if you didn't know those things, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying, how much research did you do on the fucking, other than, you know what I'm saying, the appeal and the allure of the massiness of the bully, you know, how much research did you do on that aspect? We got to do research, not just from the customer standpoint, definitely from the, well, I'll say, but from the customer standpoint as a producer, I mean, and sometimes we're those same people. You know what I mean? So we got to really get down, you know, we got to really goddamn get to it and push the envelope, man. Again, we can't say, you know, I know there's a group of people that say this person fucking up the game and this person fucking up the game. Well, you can't say somebody fucking up the game if you fucking up the game. You know what I'm saying? You can't say this person, that person fucking up the game if you fucking up the game. Do you feel me? And then you can't get mad when you get sought out if you fucking up the game and niggas see, personnel sees you fucking up the game. I don't want that on my label. It's messy, motherfucker, but we ain't sloppy. You feel me? It's messy, but we ain't sloppy. You know what I mean? So, you know, everybody gotta get their shit together. And again, that's why I speak from that from that point of view. Everybody gotta get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? And let's stop the bullshit. Other than that, I handle this shit and take it as some street shit. I'm just gonna be honest. Once I did a couple, and it don't take me long at all. Once I did a couple little adventures and went through a couple of situations, I had to apply this shit to, you know what I mean, street shit. And street shit is business shit, but it's, you know, it's a volatile business. There ain't no tucking and hiding and shit. I mean, we got the contracts and all that, but, you know, we mean well, but it is what the fuck it is. So when motherfuckers started moving around and doing shit and you know, the wow factor and shock factor was gone for me. I was like, oh, this just like such and such. Oh, this just like such and such. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not up for all the bells and whistles no more. I'm not up to fucking, I done seen the wizard. I done fucking seen behind the curtain. You know, and there it is. So I'm just ready to grow and I'm ready to progress and I'm ready for some new shit. I'm ready to compete on a higher level with a different caliber of dogs. And I'm ready to move out some dogs and not ashamed to say I'm ready to move out some fucking dogs and fucking compete and produce on a higher level than what I am. And I'm not ashamed of that shit. Again, as far as back to the root, building a correct Excel, so many levels to that game. Why? Because what the fuck is an Excel? What the fuck is an XXL? What do these dogs consist of exactly? You know what I mean? So, and again, now I'm gonna be fair and honest again. One, like I've said, and I've come to my I don't give a fuck no more. if they letting the shit fly, it's like a race car. If they letting the shit fly, I'm with it. You know, as long as you do your your due diligence, and there's a blind fucking eye somewhere until somebody decide they want to flag this and that, because that's what's fucking popping. And if it ain't, then somebody got to convince me otherwise. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm not saying that to dilute anything. Some people, again, my fucking opinion, you don't like it, switch the channel. But some people call my homeboy the way he put it together. He said the bully breed is like a designer breed. Like, motherfuckers throwing in so much shit. You know what I mean? So many different components. That's why, again, once you get to the argument outside of the clique or the group of our, you know what I'm saying, the argument outside of observers of the American bully is we lack a certain level of consistency. Now, again, I've only been in it so many years. So for those that have been in longer, you know, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years, I'm sure that they can agree, because when I go and get the pictures of the ones in my pedigree, which in most people, if you got what you say you got, there's always a common foundational group in your pedigree that should pop up in your pedigree. For most people, if you got what you say you got. So I'm sure those people will agree that once they went through the initial, you know, first, second gen situations, maybe third, but I'm going to say by second gen, there had to be a certain level of something starting to get there to where they can go ahead and combine their forces and then bring this from this yard and this from this yard and, you know, make some things happen as far as the community is concerned. But now shit looking crazy as a bitch. That's why I said, that's why when people say I got to breed this out and breed that out, I feel like you back to the foundation again. That sound like some foundational shit niggas would have said back, you know, and fucking whenever it started, they started breeding the bitches, 97, 98, you know what I'm saying, or early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? That's when the actual breed was stamped, I believe, in the early 2000s or whatever, something like that. But as far as you know what I'm saying, oh, this bitch too snipey, oh, I don't like the head, oh, I don't like the narrowness of the chest, all that's when you breed out. But at a certain point, when you get to breed type, everything from there, until you add something new, everything from there is fucking supposed to look fluid. You know what I mean? And outside looking in, those personnel will share with me in conversation and my comings and goings that shit don't look fluid no more. So if that's the common message being said about the community, then I guess we all have a responsibility. Everybody's under my voice right now. You know what I mean? We have a responsibility to go ahead and challenge some people and say, fuck you. We do have a level of consistency. And if you don't know what that consistency is, let me fucking show you. Not just by your one dog. This is some church shit. You tap your fellow breeder on the fucking shoulder and say, friend, fucking breed better. Friend, do better. Friend, let me help your yard out. Do some shit. Everybody trying to check. Don't let me get. I ain't gonna talk about this fucking money shit, man. Again, when you put street shit on this shit, certain things make sense so fucking fast you don't even have to think about it. It makes sense so fucking fast that you don't even have to think about this shit. But man, if motherfuckers will work together half the goddamn time, man, I swear to God, everybody got to get the bag. And don't nobody, this shit, you know, this shit sad. It's real, but it's sad. Don't nobody fucking give a fuck, you know what I'm saying, till somebody die and shit. Like, say, you know, depending on who you are and your tenure in the game, you fucking say your dog died or you lost one, you got people pouring in. Some people be like, damn, dude, like, I know you've been working, I know you've been doing things, shit, goddamn, let me go ahead and bless you with a pup. Now, honestly, you know, in certain situations, one, nobody has to give you anything or offer anything to you, but in most of them situations, I notice those are people with a surplus of pups anyway and trying to move and get, and you know what I'm saying, move and groove their pups in a proper situation. So it's almost like a natural disaster in the government. It's like you should so happen to lose a pup and happen to be a trustworthy person or have some kind of a good rapport, goddamn it, I'm looking for you. But aside that joke, people, you know what I'm saying, people will reach out to you when your pup dies, some shit like that, or whatever the case may be, or your yard get fucked up. No, you know what I'm saying? Shit, motherfucker, goddamn. Jimma, goddamn, he in the rut. Let me go ahead and reach out to him and fucking hit this nigga in the head. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm about the bag, but people, we gotta do fucking better, man. Cause Jimma break bread with people. And if we're a fucking community and say we trying to do some shit for those who take it seriously and professionalize and like we break bread. At least I break bread. When I say I'm the Gemini. You know what I mean? It's two of me, so motherfucker, we break bread. The we break bread. I don't know about y'all. We break bread. But there's so much out there, man. There's so much shit out there now, and that'll work. That'll work, pimp. I'll be here, Q. There you go. Q stepping up to the plate. IQ Stacker, do it with passion. Boy, that boy a fool, man. Hey, Q always got good energy. Whether it's fake or not, like that's our job to make motherfuckers believe it. If nothing else, like he having a good day or bad day, he make me fucking believe it. I know me, I'm an easy read. When I'm turned up and I got a lot of anxiety in me, I say some stupid shit. But when a motherfucker, I'm talking beat, I can't hide the shit. But that motherfucker Q, man, IQ Stacker, he always keep it a buck. And he always got a smile on his face. He always talking motivational shit. And that's what God loves, man. So, double salute for you, man. Gemini shit. One from each of us, man. I see you this weekend, God willing, man. Hit me up, bro. We'll make it happen. No worries. It's fucking crazy, man. I just think it's fucking crazy to me that people who say the game is fucked up and see that people who are authentically trying to clean up the game, and I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about in general. You know what I'm saying? Hold motherfuckers for ransom, man. Like, yeah, you're right, Sean. Breaking bread is a hobby. Breaking bread is a hobby. Sean, hard to see. He break bread, man. Sean, his crazy ass. He about as crazy and a half off his rocker like me, but Sean a good dude, man. Goddamn, he found his way in this motherfucking game. He done took some losses and he almost took a final curtain call, but he stepped back up to the plate and he decided he gonna stay and finish the game with us, man. So, I appreciate you. Hard to see. You ain't that hard to see no more, man. Speaking of, do I even got it up? Yeah, me and Hard to See, we got a badass little situation coming up, and if it ain't up here, I ain't gonna bore you with it. Ain't up here just yet. I'm gonna bring it up in a second. Now, matter of fact, fuck y'all. I'm gonna do this shit right now. But we got a nice little situation coming up between me and Hard to See. And that's some old lady just got home, my underboss. And that's just that's some new blood outside of my foundational blood. That looks pretty strong. Y'all forgive me for 2 seconds, man. Definitely excited about that situation. I'm 2 more seconds, almost there. There you go. Hey, boo. Yeah, that's me and Hard to See right there. We gonna go ahead and she look like she coming along. She almost 3 weeks. She almost 3 weeks or whatever. So she look like she coming. And y'all motherfuckers know every time a bitch come in, start getting pregnant, the first 10 days y'all like, man, she start eating more, bro. I think she might got 10 in there and all that bullshit. You wanna fantasize a bitch to be pregnant. Oh please. Oh yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I know. Hey, hold up. Shout out to Golden Boys, but damn, Twan, fuck what you talking about. Hey, Twan talking about, bro. I see it, man. I'm telling you, I know, bro. This is my God-given talent. Twan said, I know. Oh yeah, break bread and rejoice always, my brother. Always, man. That's what God loved, man. That's what Jesus loved. You know what I mean? Black Jesus. You know what I mean? So, you know. But yeah, he talking about when I did the chamois, the last chamois breeding, not the last one, the one before that. Um, uh, he like, oh, she took. I'm like, man, oh yeah, she crossing her legs, she sitting up like she pregnant, she doing all this other crazy shit, and then come to find out, yet another failed mission. Oh, shout out to OBX, man. Um, I saw they doing this one without any surgical things, so I'm definitely interested to see. I'm definitely interested to see prayerfully, because I remember the first time when we did our breeding, our first chamois breeding together, both of us did it without a surgical situation. Neither took. They did their surgical the second time they took. This time I believe they're doing it with just a chill semen. So shout out to them. Good luck to them. Shammy's a hell of a dog. Grand Champ Shamrock, he's a hell of a fucking dog. And he's definitely been very impactful in his productions, and the girth and bone he gives is almost like, well, derivative of Dax, but he's damn near one of the next best things when it comes to that. As far as, I mean, when they could say, the undisputable pound for pound, but as far as he just is what he is and he throws what he throws. But before I get Sean, you stupid. He swear. Hey, he swear. I know. Hey, y'all remember that's the joke. If any of y'all got, what I'm saying? That was the thing back. I'm with child. You know what I mean? A bitch want to go ahead and start eating extra, come in the house, and want to come in the house and, what I mean, get all emotional with you, and it be some goddamn false pregnancy and shit. That's probably the worst thing. That's what I tell y'all. Y'all better get that T-shirt, man. It's only $10. The fucking T-shirt say I got one by me. Two things, nothing. Breeding confirmations and tax returns. The two things I hate waiting for the most. Something to the effect I can't think because I'm halfway sauced up. But it's a very clever shirt. You know when you wait for them breeding confirmations and your tax return, and it is tax season, so it's a very prompt time too. I got one over there, shameless plug, but I don't feel like moving. Boo, can you do me a favor right fast? Can you hand me one of them T-shirts right there, the gray one that say the tax thing on it, the tax and uh-huh. Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, I got a slickster on her. Oh yeah. Well, it's a sweatshirt, but two things in life we hate waiting for: tax returns and breeding confirmation. That's just a factual situation. Um, so, but at any rate, 4.5, breeding tools, creating the correct Excel. Um, it's been a fucking journey. It's been a journey. Um, for those out there who responded to the, my post when I said, if at some point in time it hasn't paid for itself, it is a hobby. You gotta do some analyzation. That's for those of y'all who haven't recouped your money or even touch the spot. You know what I mean? There's an ebb and flow of the whole process. That's why it's called a program. Program of business, whatever you want to call it, is an ebb and flow. So if you don't know if you're not seasoned enough to kind of work through the situation, you'll get swept away. You'll get lost in the sauce, and then you'll be one of those other complainers about the community, saying the community and shit. And that's because you did the wrong thing, either with your money or you just had a fucked up program to start with and have no longevity in the game. Either way, that's more of a personal issue. They ain't got shit to do with the fucking bully game or community. Um, but again, um, if you're not picking your yard apart to that degree and your program apart to that degree, you're setting yourself up for failure, essentially. Um, Now my tempo may change once I get to where I need to get and get the kind of dogs that I really, really feel is gonna take me all the way to Grand Champ. I might start saying a whole bunch of other extra shit, which I should. But right now I can't say all that shit I want to say. So right now I gotta get on my soapbox and say what the fuck we working on and what we fixing, and encourage you to do the motherfucking same. Everybody want to find somebody who on the same page. Bro, I'm fucked up. You fucked up too? Like, nah, I'm straight. Like, fuck you then, nigga. But that's the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? But it's been an interesting journey. I met some great people. Definitely, I'm always gonna give. And this is before I even heard about the XL movement as a whole. Cali Kendalls, man. The couple itself was an awesome couple, Gary and Shirley. Sorry, Gary, I'm gonna lean more especially on your old lady briefly, because I know guys, we be gun shy, you know what I mean, when it comes to talking to other dudes and all that shit. But Gary, he's been a great help. He's always there to talk, give a word of encouragement, and you know what I mean, share a good word with you. Shirley definitely came up. She came up out of nowhere, and fucking was, made up the stickers for the parking, and was taking, helping with the registration. Like, she automatically, I didn't even know. I've seen her in passing. I've seen her, I believe, in UKC a couple times, and just in passing at shows, but we won't formally. So, you know what I'm saying? And maybe she does that for everybody, or maybe it was a sense of comfortability, because she didn't see me a couple times, but she came out of nowhere and definitely helped with a whole bunch of shit. And then, months later, now I see how she really get down. She's like always at the forefront of something, trying to help the XL breed class. Because again, I keep saying, that's what I do as far as my mainstay is the XLs. But she's definitely about what she about, man. She's definitely about promoting that fucking XL breed class. One amongst many. She ain't the only one I'm talking about as far as me and my awareness and seeing somebody, very visible. You know what I mean? And definitely more so during my era. But she helped put the music video together. We still waiting on that production to get together. The filming was great in North Carolina. We had a great time doing the filming. So once the video comes out, I'm gonna talk my shit. Me and Dusty Rose was acting a fool out there, but it was a good turnout. The energy is just good. And again, maybe I say where I say because I'm not where I'm at, and I know I'm not where I'm at, and I'm sure I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying, fuck y'all little motherfuckers once I get on my shit. But until then, this is where my humility this is where my humility kicks in. So I'm aware of my surroundings, environment. I'm aware of my battleground and situation. So as far as my survival, there's my humility in that sense. Remember, I always say being humble doesn't mean you have to be scared. You know what I mean? I'm here on the battlefield with you, man. So it is what it is. I'm catching bullets flying the same with me, but at the same time, I'm humble enough to know I ain't got the biggest fucking gun right now. Yeah, there's been a lot of other big guns out there that's shooting. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying we're not impactful to put a nasty flesh wound on a motherfucker, but at the same time, no, Danny, no. Yeah, it is a work. It is a work. It's a work. It's a work, bro. It's a work. Um, but I got sidetracked. Um, but back to you. Nah. Like, Danny, look, bro. Hey, I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna be a buck with you. And again, me, this is you about to get the raw demo as always, man. I don't say shit I can't repeat in front of motherfuckers. So if I know you was focused on your show when we was in North Carolina, but there was like 3 or 4 of us behind you while you was showing, and we was talking about He-Man. Different people were sharing their discrepancies about the shit, and motherfuckers, excuse me, asked me my opinion about the shit. You know what I'm saying? And I gave my best unbiased opinion on the situation. And I'm gonna repeat what I said. And matter as a matter of fact, I'm glad I'm gonna repeat what I said in this forum. And you can go ahead and we can go ahead and chop it up right here. Now, as far as me and my interpretation of the situation, as far as what's on the blueprint, and there's a couple of candles I'm gonna say, and not in a negative way. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. As far as the blueprint is what's on the standard for an Excel, some of the bigger dogs are out of that scope as far as what the blueprint says to the fucking standard. So people were like, oh, the gums and this might have massive in it, or He-Man might have such and such, and I think He-Man like a Hulk grandson or some shit, and if I'm mistaken, so be it. But the point of the conversation was, people was like, oh, he ain't this, he ain't just, he got this in him, he got this in him, and then I'll be in this state and be like, oh, this dog got this in him, and you know what I mean, or people, got their own personal, I like this in the dog. You know what I said? I don't give a fuck no more. I said, as far as I'm concerned, and this got nothing to do with him winning or losing. As far as Dusty Rhodes is concerned, I say in my head, he's more on target to the original standard. That okay, no worries. And you can inform me either way. But I said, to the original blueprint standard of the American Bully and what the XL started at. My interpretation, Dusty Rhodes, Pigsties, Dusty Rhodes, my motherfucker, that Brindle, that big motherfucker, my big little dog, he's a representation of where the standard was at. Now, before I go any further, I know that there's an XL Grand Champ that is shorter than Dusty Rhodes, which is, I know there's another kennel prefix, but forgive me, the other kennel. But Aint Bully's a grand champion prodigy. Okay, Danny, appreciate you, family. See, motherfuckers step up. You see that shit? I'll send you. Like, motherfuckers, like, stand up. Second to none, boys. That's what the fuck is up. It's messy, baby. Appreciate you, Danny. But grand champ prodigy, Aint Bullies, I think he's actually on the cusp of 20 inches. He's just barely making a 20 inches. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as my analytics and commentary, I've never seen it. Maybe I wasn't staying around long enough in the champ class because I didn't have that kind of weight in the competition. It was probably on my way fucking home to see him compete, or when he did or didn't get grand champ. And it's not Cindy and Kent, Logan. It's nothing negative. It's me speaking my mind and all that shit. I love y'all. I fuck with y'all program. I fuck with y'all integrity. I fuck with y'all showmanship. I fuck with y'all drive first and foremost. But he is on the shorter side of the fucking scale. So when I look at him and see that he's a grand champ, there's a couple things that I analyze. I also analyze, like I said, the fact that you run across, I don't know how long it took him from a champ to become grand champ. I don't know. But I've also, like I said, I've analyzed all the politics and strategy that it takes to go ahead and get those ribbons and put yourself in a place to where you can compete with the big boys. Some shows are bigger than others. Some shows are you know what I'm saying, a little more lackluster than others. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hype for some shows, and then you look on some of the live streams and shit, and you'll see probably, 50 people there total maybe goddamn $20 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So in those environments, and I'm not saying that, but those of you who've been on the road and been out there know, in those are the environments where if you was fucking, you know what I mean, you won't cut the mustard, you can go ahead and get in and do your thing. You can go ahead and bring you a blue ribbon or some shit. Everybody fuck y'all gonna hate me. I'm like, damn, Jimmy giving the game. Fuck you. I'm giving the game. Why? Because it's too much time, there's too much money, and too many households broken the fuck up. Like niggas is not getting pussy over this shit because we collecting too many dollars because we trying to be fucking great. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the goddamn day, excuse me. I lost track of my point. I think I was talking about dogs and sizes. Oh yeah, strategy. So those of you know who've been on the road, like you can strategize how you gonna win, especially if you want some I'm not gonna lose type shit. You know what I'm saying? If you stand by any means necessary. I played horseshoes with my homeboy one night. This motherfucker got a I'm never gonna lose spirit in him if there was ever one. And we played in South Richmond when I lived in South Richmond, South Side, off Faith Street. We played till fucking it was summertime. So you know it get dark late. We played till fucking 10 o'clock at night, horseshoes. I so happened to have fucking a pack of glow sticks. And this is a true fucking story. We tied the, he would not fucking leave. I skinned his ass up that particular day, you know? But I skinned his ass up so bad, he was like, and this is my dude. He like, I know him, so he was good for it. He like, I'm not fucking leaving. He's like, let's run it back. I was the best out of 3. Then it was the best out of 5. Then it was the best out of 7. Like, and I skinned his people. We had tied the glow sticks to the horseshoe pin, the shit you drive in there, whatever it's called, you know, politically. I tied glow sticks so it was pitch black and all you could see was the glow stick at night. And I was clanking them motherfuckers. Clank, 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 clank. You know what I mean? So there's a strategy. So some people who got that drive who say, I don't want to fucking lose. I'm not going to lose. I'm not leaving until I win. So there's strategy. Find a judge that likes me. Follow that motherfucker clean across the globe. Bitch, you go to fucking Europe, guess where I'm going to pop up in Europe until you champ my ass out and hopefully grand champ my ass out. You know, that's politics. Learn who likes you. I won't say befriending them for the sake of definition. Befriending them, building a relationship. I'm telling you about street shit. I'm telling you about business shit. Like I said, street and business is the same thing. Street is just more raw and uncut. You get the same thing achieved, but there's a little bit more pressure applied on the left side versus the right side. So there's a strategy in getting these. There's definitely a strategy. I ain't got my other ribbons and shit. There's a strategy. Everybody knows if there's a forest show environment that, you know, you can wait a motherfucker out and because I'll take coop shows first. My playground is Allentown. That's where I first started at. But in all the coop shows, it's a 4-show event. I mean, it's a coops events. They're 4 shows. Gotta learn the proper terminology. Anybody know how to goddamn gamble any kind of way. If you've been around long enough, the heavy hitters come show. The heavy hitters are there show 1 and 2. They coming in. To handle their business, trying to get some champ wins, grand champ out, you know what I'm saying? Or they got some new dogs they bringing up, but all them, while they there and while their time is spent there for the day, for the duration, for the most part, you're going to get most of your competition show 1 and 2. Now, fucking 3 and 4, for those who try to get in where they fit in, that's the time to hit the go button. You know what I mean? Because you got, I'll say 2/3. I'll be on the thirds versus the quarters. You got about 2/3 of the fucking competition. You got about 2/3 of the competition halfway up 85, 95, north, south, depending on which way they coming up the road. And you there like, yeah, bitch. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, sugar mama. Come on. Please, God. Please, dear baby Jesus. Please. Let me get me a blue ribbon so I can get in the running. Because at the end of the day, it's like betting on you want to win. You want to feel that adrenaline rush. You know. Again, I told y'all, is this shit a hobby or not? And I told y'all niggas, like, your old lady gotta believe in you too. So if you keep coming home with these motherfucking red and yellow ribbons and no blues and no red, blue, yellows, bitch, she gonna start thinking some shit, baby. Maybe we should just switch to Pomeranians, god. She gonna want to switch up the whole fucking program if your ass don't start bringing home more of these motherfuckers. And you may be able to dupe her for a little bit till she pick up the little ABKC pamphlet and read about points and shit and majors and shit. You can bring home like 50 of these bitches and never fucking champ. So, you know, um, you could position yourself a certain way to do some things, but at the end of the day, guess who you lying to? You lying to yourself and you cheating your dog because you fucking, it's like a kid out there, everybody wants to win some shit. Daddy, well, I didn't get no, we're going to give them an award for participation. No, you fucking lost. You didn't win. You didn't cut the mustard. We need to go home, get mad, cry, whatever you're going to do, and come back and do it again. That's the whole point. You got to come back and do it again. And when you do it enough times and start to notice a certain pattern, if you're not winning and notice you're not on the winning pattern, you got to make adjustments. If you're on the winning fucking pattern, you fucking ride that wave till the wheels fall off. And you know what I'm saying? You do what the fuck you do. I'm not ashamed of that shit. Right behind you, Southeast Kennel Club. I am El Presidente, O Gemma, Gemma 357, Gemma Worthy, Mr. Mud Baby, last 80s baby, Cap City Kid. Yes, June 6th. Put it in the day. Check the calendar when it come out. When they back in the office Monday, it should be on the website. June 6th, Southeast Kennel Club, officially hosting the Southeast Rebel Yell. Straight like that. So, breeding tools, how to build a correct Excel, being competitive, noticing the battleground, the playing field, the competitive show ring, noticing your registry, noticing the breed of dog you have, the consistency of your breed, noticing the consistency of your dog production. All of this shit is levels to the fucking game, and if all these things are meshed into a nice big Scooby-Doo fucking sandwich, nobody's gonna fucking eat it. It's gonna be a soup sandwich. You trying to sell everybody a motherfucking Scooby-Doo sandwich with all the meats and trimmings that you can barely, like, it's so much, it's so alluring, it's so beautiful, it's so big, so much fucking meat and risen yeast and shit. You can't even bite it, it's so fucking big. When you really got a little ass soup soggy sandwich, bite a hot ass fresh soup sandwich and see if that shit don't burn your shit all the way to fuck. You ever ate some shit that was so fucking hot? I did that shit the other day. I think it was some noodles. I think I ate a cup of ramen. That shit burnt everything until it went down. And then when it went down, it burned my throat and my fucking stomach. The shit was fucking horrible. So there's a fucking process, people. And again, I keep coming to y'all and scrutinizing because I want y'all to do the fucking same. Anybody who's saying the game fucked up, check and make sure you're not the reason it's being fucked up. Anybody saying that this dog got this in it and this dog got that in it, why does it matter to you at this point? And if you're saying it's fucking up the breed, ask yourself, why is it fucking up the breed? Is it fucking up your program? Because if you got A1 sauce, it ain't gonna fucking matter. It was kind of like, I think, if I were to compare like a Dak situation. Again, I wasn't around in that era, but I would have to say when motherfuckers, because at one point when I did first come in, I did when I was in, before the big social media boom or burst, the bubble burst when they started fucking up the animals where you couldn't say so much about dogs and you couldn't post about prices and selling dogs. Before that shit, I saw a lot of motherfuckers talking about Dax, we don't accept Dax, and Dax ain't this, and boom, boom, boom. And then I seen a whole nother wave because I was just coming in. So, of course, you hear the negativity first before you hear the positivity. So, don't fuck with Dax. This ain't this, that, and the third. And Da, 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 da. Then I happen to go look and see this motherfucker got like 1,500 offspring. What they do to that? Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want to say. The point was, y'all did say what y'all wanted to say. I'm not saying y'all because evidently this is a newer community. But the ones back in that era who started all the hoopla and shit, y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want to say. But almost 2,000 offspring and however many years later, and I'll be generous, 80%, I was going to say 85, but 80%, nah, all right, I'll be extra, I'm going to say 70%. It's fucking Dax blood. So motherfuckers can't say whatever. I'm done thinking about this shit. If the people like it, that's just like that's why my partner was like, it's a designer breed. Once people like something, you can't stop it. So I'm thinking, as far as these breeding tools and staying on the subject matter topic, and as far as these breeding the correct XLs and how many breeding tools you got in your yard. Breeding tools are basically dogs that aren't fully correct. They could be a functional dog and all that shit, fully functional movement, all that shit, but they movement may not be as fluid as it needs to be. Stifles might be, straight and it might not, no, saying no angulation to the rears and shit, like all the little shit that say, hey, I can't compete to the level I need to compete to be, to be optimal. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people call, either they gonna pet home the dog to somebody else depending on the litter, or they keep one in their yard and say, I'm gonna use this as a breeding tool because the mom and pop was such and such, and even though this dog has such and such, it's worth whatever's wrong with that dog. It's worth having this block to build on and risk producing an offspring off of this particular dog. That's what breeding tools are. So when you say how many fucking breeding tools, if you spending $300 a month on all on all breeding tools, like, at a certain point, it's not just a breeding tool. At a certain point, we just like getting street shit. We just trying to get a bag and trying to keep some shit afloat. You know what I mean? You got some, all right, over here, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, as far as the business, I mean, level, there's 50 shades of gray on this shit. And it all depends on how you want to represent yourself and what you want to be. That too. Because as we know, this motherfuckers, I'll take her for $100 dog. I'll take her for $100 dog. You know what I'm saying? Versus taking a $2,500 dog. So again, if you out there feeding the community with nothing but fucking pet home dogs and shit, and nothing but, you know what I'm saying, subpar dogs, then that's what you'll be known for. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can get away with murder because it's messy, and I give people the real. No matter what I'm going through, I give my people the 1,000. Why? Because it can come back to you. Period. So with that being said, I don't need 10 or 11 breeding tools, or 8, 7 breeding tools. You know what I mean? I need that shit. I want that shit. Guess what I'm gonna have? That shit. Period. So if you've been fucking with me now, you definitely gonna fuck with me on the next level. If you were scared to pay now, you're gonna be scared to pay later. Nah, I'm just playing. But on some real shit, that ring shit, I gotta fuck the ring loose. Period. My daughter coming in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And she been asking since I've been in this shit since day fucking one. And I said, you know what I mean? I put her on pause because I had to go and check out the battlefield. I don't give a fuck. That's just me. I can't take my people out there, and I don't know that's what's being a general is. I'm gonna go ahead and put myself on the front line first. But now I know to go ahead and delay the land. Shit, my daughter wanna come do this shit. You think I'm gonna have my daughter doing this? We just fucking off. Shout out to motherfucking Amen Bullies. You know what I'm saying? Cindy Kent. Like, every time I talk to Kent, goddamn, Logan. Like, that's what he wanted to do, Logan. So fuck yeah, like, and I mean, granted, that's what he naturally wanted to do. So it's evidently a natural God-given gift. But yeah, so I ain't gonna have my seed coming to join and we fucking half-assing and catching L's all fucking day to say we here to goddamn fuck no, like, bitch, please. So my, I will, Danny. So we got to come to play. I'm coming to take off motherfucking heads, guillotine squad. Period. I'm coming to take off heads. So all this beginner novice shit is done. It's done. We stepping up our level to the next. We stepping up our game to the next level. Our show gonna be more turned up than the last one, and we going. And as far as the shows, we gonna set a new standard for far as shows. It's gonna be some simple shit. I'm gonna show y'all some simple shit. How to keep it litty. How to keep it swag the fuck out. I'm gonna show you. I promise you, 80s baby shit. I'm gonna show you some simple shit, and we gonna turn the fuck out, and they gonna be talking about that shit for another year. Period. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't messy, it ain't me. But at any rate, it looks like I'm over my time. I mean, I could talk all night because I'm sauced up. Yeah. Yeah, Danny. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely. Again. I mean, uh, you know me physically, brother. So for the most part, I'm pretty much, like I said, I'm pretty much an easy read. If I got, if I'm anxious, depending on, you might catch a super turned up level. But other than that, I'm pretty, wired. If I'm fucked up, you'll see me sitting back trying to get my shit together. Other than that, it's gotta be fun, man. That's why it's messy. If it ain't messy, it's me. So I wanna laugh. I need to laugh. I gotta fucking laugh because the shit I gotta deal with in my own headspace is not fun. I tell people every day this shit is therapy first for me. And I mean that wholeheartedly. It helps me work through all kinds of shit. God knows what my house would be like if I ain't have any dogs to be the buffer. I swear to God. Um, but we gotta make it fun. Um, but a competitive fun. Let's not forget the competitive nature of the whole scenario. If not, there wouldn't be. And I just happen to have these by me, and it wasn't a prop or nothing. But you know, what's this 30 second? It wouldn't be these and this one, and this one from Junior. Oh, this my baby. She got the Junior handlers, but both of them they got. And this from Allentown. Um, I got shit all over. It's sad. But if it wasn't from the competitive shit, then you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be these. So if it's about these at the end of the day and the pat on the back, the expensive pat on the back to say, hey, you're a good handler, you have a good program, you have a good production, and I can see you have a good production because we lined it up with a whole bunch of other productions to this little blueprint we call a standard, and it panned out to be the best. So that's where we at. That's where we at with it. I gotta have fun with it. The kids, man, the shit help us figures out. It help us figure out shit. And again, I push, and again, I talk about the bullies, but I told y'all already. It's I'm talking about me first. And in my memoirs, I just wrote yesterday to build a better business, you got to build a better you. Your business is a reflection of you. So again, that's why I be talking about me. I'm messy than a bitch. I'm messy than a motherfucker. So for me, I got to clean up some shit in my lifestyle, my mentality as I go forward and progress in life to go ahead and be more efficient. Apply it to my program, my breeding program. To be more efficient, I have to do X, Y, and Z. So that's all it's ever going to be with me, man. Again, aside all the antics and the bullshit, definitely about the kids, definitely about the family, definitely about the therapy, and definitely about the camaraderie, man. Life is too fucking short. Life is too fucking short. And I challenge you guys, man. I'm thankful for the guys and ladies that I've met and the kids that I've met, the smiles that God knows I needed when I saw them. I'm thankful for the motivation to keep going and do what the fuck I do. I appreciate y'all, entertaining my thought process and my antics. But at the end of the day, if you know who Jim is or get to know who it is, I'm an 80s baby. If you know what an 80s baby is, we definitely about the people. We definitely about the block. We definitely about the community. You know what I'm saying? So again, this was the informal announcement. Southeast Kennel Club, June 6, 2020. Back at the same location, 11015 Dude Ranch Road, Glen Allen, Virginia. That's at the Dude Lounge Pet Resort. And we'll be hosting our second show. Name change on this one. It will be the Southeast Rebel Yell. Do your history on VA. Do your history on Kings Dominion. If you know about the Rebel Yell, it has some history. But if you know where the Rebel Yell comes from, it comes from some real fucked up shit. But at the same time, we're going to take that fucked up shit and we're going to roll it to some positive shit, some competitive shit. So blue versus red, if you notice the last color of the shirt, blue versus red, VA, Mason-Dixon line, First Southern State. There you have the mystery. So Southeast, it's going to be a crazy design for the shirt. We definitely look forward. We definitely look forward to having you guys again. I definitely look forward to seeing you guys again on the fucking road. Hopefully we'll have a different vehicle now so we can kind of move different. I definitely love rolling with the Golden Boys and the team. I think we got our mentality a little bit better on how to fit more in that big ass Sprinter that we didn't maximize our space in. We could have had way more shit in that fucking Sprinter, but we didn't. But it was dope, man, and that's what it's about. Again, my challenge, I know I'm supposed to be going. I'm way past my time, but my challenge to the people, what's up, Jeff? My challenge to the people was to bring back that old spirit. We always hear about, again, I put it the street shit, about back in the day and old heads and this and that and how this and that used to be. That's what we trying to bring back. We want to bring out when the boost was late. I keep hearing, oh man, the boost. I'm going to trick out my boost. Hey, Pigsty Pink, don't get it fucking twisted. Pigsty Pink is what's happening. Fuck you. Yeah. But when the booth was decorated, I'm getting my shit together and I'm going to set the tone of shit. And I ain't talking about no holiday competition or no, Halloween or March 9. Once we get all our shit together, because now that we got, if it ain't messy, it ain't me, y'all finna see some new hot shit. Y'all finna see some new hot shirts. Y'all finna see some shit. Speaking of what God love. If y'all motherfuckers need some goddamn shirts you didn't know, me and my old lady have a screen printing business. I don't tell too many people because we work organically. But yeah, we did provide the service for the shirts for our event. And there you have it. If you need some shirts or t-shirts for a very competitive price and great quality, holla at the kid. Other than that, we did some fucking, I lost track. I got to talk about that bag and lost track. Oh yeah, about the game, about the old heads, and we're trying to bring that shit back, man. I won't say try. I don't like son. I like. What's up, Tia? What's up, boo? Forward motion. We got to bring back that essence. We keep talking about the community, but we miss the community. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, Father God. We keep talking about, look, we enjoy letting our hair down and all that shit, but if everybody can't come to our events and if everybody don't feel comfortable, if everybody doesn't feel comfortable and inclusive at our events, that shit is going to hurt the community. So as much as we love doing what the fuck we do, if anybody know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. We do have to be conscious of how we want to grow the community if we want it to fucking grow. But the good thing is, if you know what the fuck I'm talking about, laws are changing, things are changing, so people are more acceptable of certain things. There's a lot of things people are more acceptable of, but I'm going to stay focused on the drug part. But, so we want to make sure that, I can't wait till our next show, but God, wait to Southeast Kennel Club next fucking show. I'm going to show you some simple shit. Some simple shit. It's gonna be talked about forever. I promise you. It's gonna be some very simple shit. I told you I like when I get that hamburger off the menu from Burger King and shit. I gotta break it apart. Why doesn't my shit look like the fucking? How close is it to the display on the menu? Can I make this motherfucker myself? Can I tweak this burger to goddamn give you the same flame broiled taste but with extra little You know what I mean? That's me. That's Gemma. That's Pigsty. That's Messy. That's Southeast Kennel Club. So I'm gonna show y'all some simple shit at the next show that's gonna be so fucking lit. Law Dog, what up, Trey? That you can't dispute it, man. VA, home, headquarters of American Bullies, man. What the fuck you expect? If y'all not pushing the fucking envelope for the bully breed, what are you doing? We're in Virginia. Virginia. If you're not pushing the envelope for the bully breed more, especially in Virginia, what the fuck is the point? What's the point? Nothing. You're a waste. You're wasting people's time. You're wasting people's energy. You're wasting people's money. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your energy, and you're wasting your money to get. You might be good at the front gates, but just like getting paid on the back end, you get paid on the back end. You get paid. They say pay what you weigh. You're gonna get paid what you weigh on the back end. So if you fucking being a fugazi and hustling people and, you know what I'm saying, puffing yourself up to be something you're not, you're gonna get found out sooner or later. That's just natural law. If you keep saying you got gas and you passing out Reggie and some strong, you suspect. You sus. Yeah, you sus. Say what you mean and do what you say. Say what you mean and do what you say. If it ain't messy, it ain't me. I appreciate y'all fucking with the boy. Oh, Gemma 357, Pig Style Bullies, President Southeast Kennel Club, June 6th, Southeast Rebel Yell. We're bringing our second show to y'all asshole. I'm talking with Pucker Up, Tootsie Roll. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my channel. God damn it.